song I was playing previously is like from start to finish a complete journey. Yep, I was in the closet briefly, and now I'm out. We left the closet. We came out of the closet. Yeah, I was working on my mushroom stuff. Yay! Yeah, I was working on my mushroom stuff this morning. Yeah, it is worth a celebration. Life is worth a celebration, isn't it? You're working on creating a DBT skills cheat sheet. What is let's see, something behavioral therapy? We were working on your mushroom law. Hello, Lob, how's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. We were playing Mahjong today. We also have we're going to be doing some explorations of this book, have you guys read this book before? Crazy Wisdom. I'm borrowing it for a minute, and I just started it, but I think it's been pretty interesting so far. Sam says, I've been drug-free for 5 days now, other than my Prozac. Well, that's worth celebrating as well. Been a good change for my brain. Yeah, sometimes taking a break is good. I took a break from my microdosing last week. So for a couple weeks I haven't been microdosing, and it's good. I think it's good. Hi, Chaotic. Welcome. How's it going? It's been a long time no see. I've been streaming a bit less these days, so Love says I microdose Prozac. Oh, interesting. You know, you just have to find something that works for you. Something that works for you. This channel, this is a completely no judgment channel. Whatever you need to put your mind in the right state, as long as you're not hurting anybody or yourself. There's no judgment here. So yeah, I myself microdose, and I'm not ashamed about that, and I will continue to do it because my brain requires a certain amount of serotonin to function. So I feel like it's my responsibility to do that, to take my mental health into my own hands. Chaotic says, I'm okay having my ups and downs in life. Real. Yeah, I'm kind of that way too. I'm feeling good today. Yesterday I was a bit all over the place, but that was mostly because I just came back from vacation and I was a bit tired, and there's just a few things going on. But today we're feeling quite good. Let me just convert my sound to a different. Actually, I'm just going to turn down this music. I think that'll be better. There we go. Sorry, you got to hear the Windows sound. So, let's see. Sam says, I did 0.5 grams of mushroom Saturday and it was really nice. Nice. That's nice. Yeah, it can be really nice sometimes. But yeah, taking a break can be good too. So I've been taking a break because I feel like the past few weeks I've been kind of like just flat, like feeling kind of like there's not been much. I'm a bit burned out from my work that I just had, but we're recovering from that. We're getting some new inspiration. We're ready to begin again with Twitch and everything. Ready to get back on. Ready to dedicate more time to my hobbies. But I'm not gonna lie, I did reach a point where my hobbies and everything that normally would make me happy did not. That's always a concerning point. When I reach that point, when nothing excites me anymore, nothing makes me, I don't know. It's a difficult feeling to describe. The things that interested you in the past no longer interest you. When I feel that start to come on, I'm like, oh no. A wave of depression is about to hit me. But luckily it was only temporary for me. So we're on the other end of it now. We've escaped from that. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well today. We're going to be doing our Mahjong. So I'm going to read the first little bit of my book, just as a little starter. So I got this book from one of the people in my church. Her name's Sarah. She is this beautiful trans lady, and she's just always so whimsical and has so much joy to bring, but also has endured a lot of hardship in her life. So anyway, I'm borrowing this until Sunday, so I better read it. But I'm finding that it's summarizing a lot of what I've already kind of read and understood. That's the thing, is that sometimes I feel a depression coming on if I feel like there's no new information to be had, to be learned. When I get kind of bored, oh my god, boredom is the worst feeling. Have you guys had periods of your life where you're just so bored? It's just like, ugh. Depression, dingpression, dongpression. All the pressions. Caddick says, that's something nice to hear. I hope this translated has been well treated in your church. Unfortunately, it's rare to find inclusive churches. Yeah, this church is definitely very inclusive, and she's definitely has been welcomed in our church. But yeah, for sure, it's difficult. Go biking. It's better to be bored on a bike. Yeah, sometimes all you need to do is touch grass or do an exercise. Go outside of your normal routine. So I'm glad that I got to go on a little trip this weekend. I went to Las Vegas with my husband. And that was fun. Yeah, but Sam says boredom is one of my most difficult states. I know. Because when I'm in that state, I can't even watch TV. I can't even. Not single. Okay, I'm leaving. Okay, fine. You know, in the beginning of when I started streaming, I didn't reveal that because I was worried that people would leave. So I don't know, it's happened before when I revealed that. The old leaving joke. No, literally, but I've had people leave before when they learn that I have a husband. I'm like, oh, that's sad. That I was married. There's been a few men in my life, specifically men, and this is not a general statement for all men. This is just what happened, is that I would reveal that I was married and they'd back way off. And it was very disappointing. They just aren't committed to simping for a married woman. Well, I mean, what people do is their own business. I don't know. I'm a very open person. And also, I think it doesn't have to be that big of a deal, right? It's not that big of a deal. Being married does not define who I am. That might make some people weirded out, but that's genuinely how I feel. It's not like my whole personality. I'm married, so everything I do is for my husband. I'm not like that. Although I do have a picture of us in the background. Maybe I should move that. That's not helping. That's not helping my marriage is not my identity argument. That's not how. But we already went over the fact that I cannot argue. So, chaotic. Yes, I did gamble. Unfortunately, we lost all our money. But we set aside a specific amount of money that we were like, okay, we're good with this. We're okay with losing all this. And then we fucking lost it all, and that sucked. Nothing can describe the emptiness you feel when 75% of your money is gone, and then you just keep wanting to win all of it back again, but you know that you've already lost all of it, but you just keep going for that little tiny hope. So like you could pull out with 25% of your money, but you don't. Yeah, that's what happened to your atheist debate. I was confronted with real genuine atheists that I will be unable to. Nope, I can't do that. No, the thing is, like, I don't even care. Like, I don't want to change anybody's mind about what they think. That's not what my channel's about. It was mostly just a joke saying I was going to debate atheists. Whenever I like joking about atheists, and I like joking about arguing, but that's the last thing I aim to do with my channel. I'm just here. Everybody else, you are free to be who you... Oh my god. No, you would not want to see that. No. I would just start crying. You don't want to see me cry on stream. I would just crumble. No, I would just be like, yep, you're right. Every time. I'd be like, okay, I see your point. I would just fold instantly. I have no backbone. Because I don't really have any strong stances, you know what I mean? I don't really care. I don't care what other people believe, as long as they're not hurting anybody. And I know that, like, whatever I believe, I don't need to convince anybody else, because I don't know if it will be, like, okay, let's say, for example, I believe that reality is, like, maybe I have a panpsychic view, which I'm not even sure I have, but let's say I do. Just because I believe that and that makes me existentially comfortable doesn't mean that somebody else is going to be existentially comfortable. My point of view is you need to find something that makes you comfortable, because everyone deserves to be comfortable. Everyone deserves to have a belief system that works for them. And I tend to see the value in just human beings in general. Yeah, Katic says, I feel that you'd be more interested in understanding the views of your opposing debater rather than proving they're wrong. Yeah, that's definitely it. But the thing is, I'd probably like throw them off, right? Like the opposing debater would come in expecting me to like be like, you know, I actually got a gift subscription to somebody I've talked about in the past. Who is it? It's, oh yeah, allegedly Ian. He's the guy I talk about a lot. He's the guy I criticize a lot. I don't enjoy his streams at all. But surprisingly, I got a gift subscription to him. That's funny. I don't know why. Here, I'll put his little emoji here. I don't enjoy watching his content. But maybe it's the universe telling me something, that I need to be okay with it. Anyway, so the way he does it is he comes in already knowing and already wanting to convince the theist about atheism, right? And that's his whole approach. And I'm just not like that. So maybe a theist or an atheist will come in, and they won't understand that I play for both sides. I'm playing for all sides, baby. I don't care. It would not be, I don't know. It just wouldn't be. It wouldn't be something that's entertaining. I get how people get entertainment from these atheist debaters because it's like rage bait, right? It gets you angry. It gets you fired up. It gets you, feel your tribe. He gives different signals to his tribe. Everybody has a tribe, right? So the atheist tribe, like if he dunks on the theist, then all the atheists in his chat are like, yep, He's doing signaling. Everybody does little signals. One thing that I'm a bit concerned about though is that since I'm so open-minded, I feel like I don't have an in-group, so I don't know who I'm supposed to be giving signals to. Oh, thank you for saying that you thought it would be interesting, Sam. You never know what people on the internet would like. Yeah, that's true. And that's ultimately what I want to do is give something that people will like and will be entertained by. Sam, that happened to me with Zach App. Oh yeah, I haven't really seen his streams before, too much, but um, let's see. Chaotic says I. Oh yes, I read that before. I'm not really into debating. I think I never really liked it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. But anyway, yeah, I just the whole in group out group thing. I don't like it. If I notice a group forming, I'm like, I pull out. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm good. But a consequence of that is that it does make one feel a bit lonely when you don't have a group. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of having a tribe or a group is that you have a community that you can relate to. But when you walk between worlds, when you just visit all the groups and are kind of for everybody, nobody's for you, right? So, but that's the path that I've chosen. So, you get little crumbs. You get little crumbs of community here and there, but not like a full sense of, wow, these are my people. These are my people. But I will say, since starting streaming, it's been really nice to have the community here. Especially you guys that come to my streams. I really enjoy that you spend time with me here. So that's the closest that I have to my people. Not that I want to take ownership over any specific group of people. He has too many viewers on his streams. I don't really like big streams. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, different people like different types of content. Yeah, I tend to like follow a mix of streamers, but I do enjoy. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm in the mood to chat, then I'll go to a streamer that has like 1 or 2 viewers. But if I'm going to a stream that has 1 or 2 viewers, then I feel sometimes kind of weird lurking because once you come in and once you set that standard of chatting, then sometimes it feels like you have to continue chatting. And so I'm trying to give people more grace, and like think about how do I view other people's streams, and then in turn, how can I expect other people to view my streams? Okay, I'm gonna read this. This is the first part of Crazy Wisdom, and then we're gonna play Mahjong. Okay, so the beginning is the middle. It starts with a quote by Zhuangzi, which is very nice because we read Zhuangzi in the beginning of this channel. So the quote is, "Where can I find a man who has forgotten words? I would like to have a word with him." Cute. Not cute, but whatever. Okay, a special kind of wisdom is loose in the world. This wisdom is difficult to codify or categorize, and it refuses to be institutionalized. It is called crazy wisdom, and so it is both crazy and wisdom. Crazy wisdom is the wisdom of the saint, the Zen master, the poet, the mad scientist, and the fool. Crazy wisdom sees that we live in a world of many illusions, that the emperor has no clothes, and that much of human belief and behavior is ritualized nonsense. Already I do agree with that. Crazy wisdom understands. So I'm guessing this is more of a absurdist philosophy base. Everything's absurd. Crazy wisdom understands antimatter and old Sufi poetry, loves paradox and puns and pie fights, and laughing at politicians. Crazy wisdom flips the world upside down and backward until everything becomes perfectly clear. Anyway, that's the first couple paragraphs of the book. It laughs at our ridiculous ways and shows compassion for the suffering that results from them. It presents us with a bigger picture as well as ways to step lightly through it. Crazy wisdom is the humbling knowledge of the immensity of the cosmos and the inevitable change and transformation which will ultimately wear away all of our achievements. It is the grinning face of death and the hollow sound of our question, why, echoing back at us from the void. Whew. Yeah. It's full of quotes from many different philosophers. So Rumi, and poets and artists. Shakespeare, Freud. Let's see, Zen Buddhist saying, a quote from the Tao Te Ching. I'm just name dropping everything I know, by the way. We're name dropping. Henry David Thoreau. Read not the times, read the eternities. Ah, yes. Oh, they got a Wittgenstein quote in here. The confusions which occupy us arise when language is like an engine idling, not when it is doing work. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so oh, they've got Nietzsche in here. I'm trying to gather. I think it might just be like a summary of different philosophical thoughts, which is cool. What's interesting though is that my brain is incapable of retaining information if I don't find it interesting, or if I feel like I already know it. And that's the problem I keep encountering. I keep reading books and trying to listen to videos, and sometimes it feels like I can't take in any more information. I wonder if this is because I'm getting older. My brain's becoming more calloused and I'm becoming more set in my ways. But like, I want to be open-minded, but I guess I keep looking at things everybody's saying, and I'm like, this has been said before, just in a different way. Or like, this is not helping, right? This is not helping my situation. This is not explaining what I need it to explain, I guess. The problem is that it's not generating meaning for me, and that's what matters. That's all that has ever mattered. But the thing is that I need to remember is that meaning is an arbitrary thing that I attribute to things. So it doesn't have to be like from a specific external part of the world. It has to be generated internally. Hello, Galti. I'm doing well. How are you? We're playing Mahjong today. We're reading a book called Crazy Wisdom. I hope you're doing well. Let's start our Mahjong game. I'm excited. Let me make sure I got my music on. Oops, I didn't get my music on. That's why. I was like, am I playing here in silence? Yes, I am. Okay, hold on. We're gonna play this, and then we're gonna loop the playlist. There we go. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hope everything's going well for you this week. I'm just keeping the kids entertained while the wife is at choir. How are you keeping them entertained? I need to learn some of your tips and tricks if you have any. It's coming up for me. It's gonna be much sooner rather than later. My husband and I are talking about next year, so we are preparing. Not that I'm looking at kids as a solution to boredom. However, I think that it was my intense boredom with my life that helped me make the decision, okay, I'm ready. I'm like, okay, I've done everything I wanted to do. Like, I'm bored. I need some more. I need something more in my life right now. Just playing with some of the night garden toys. Oh, cute. It's pretty late over there, isn't it? Yeah, right? Over here it is 1:30 in the afternoon. Oh, yes, I know. I love the tile ASMR. I'm going to change the category to ASMR. Okay. So let's see if I remember how to do this. It's 8 by 8 square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 7:30 p.m. Oh, it's not that late. Oh, I didn't realize the time difference was not even that much. What time is bedtime? I'm sure that's the time the time that one can look forward to. Okay, putting this in. Yeah, but okay, so I'm gonna start working on that. Walking through the mushroom forest feature. That should be interesting. I figured out that OBS, you can do a digital green screen. If anybody's tried that out before, let me know. But you can do a digital green screen, so you can like edit out your background so it'll look like I'm superimposed onto a mushroom forest. And I'm gonna use my walking pad to walk through the mushroom forest. We're figuring that's gonna be the task for this month, is figuring out how to set that up. So I think that'll be really fun. 6 hours isn't too bad. From the future, and it's bright. Oh, that's good. Okay, I've got something to look forward to now. That's good. Okay, I think I do 6 by 6 now. Your screen literally arrived yesterday, but I haven't opened it yet. Ooh, you got a green... No way. That should be fun. Are you wanting to change, like, your... change your setup? I'm trying to recall what your setup looks like currently. You didn't have a green screen previously? But yeah, maybe, I think one... Oh, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll let you know. Sure. If I figure it out. That's exciting. One day I do want to have a physical green screen, but not at this stage. Not at this stage in my stream journey. But yeah, apologies to everyone. This past month has been extremely busy for me, so I haven't been able to tune into most people's streams. Well, actually, I haven't really been able to tune into any streams. So, but now I'm back to my regular schedule, so I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be able to spend a lot more time on Twitch. It's gonna be good. I had my little class that I did. Oh, I gave my letters to my students. I think they enjoyed them. We had a nice last day of class, and they would miss me. And I would miss them. But yeah, it was sweet. They said, "We hope to see you again." And I likewise. Although I do not want to permanently be their teacher. I didn't say that, but I don't want to be a permanent teacher. I was starting to feel like my content was suffering. I wasn't as engaged or motivated. But, to the very end, I made as engaging of lesson plans as I could. Like we talked about longevity, we talked about correlation versus causation, we talked about designing cities and city planning, we talked about self-esteem, a bunch of really interesting topics. We watched a lot of TED Talks. Like, we had a TED Talk that we watched almost every time. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, we've got another TED Talk to watch. So, thought about changing it, as it's usually quite messy, as my office is usually the dumping ground. My wife can also use it for her Instagram stuff. Oh, I see. Oh, your wife does stuff on Instagram? That's cool. That would be fun. Does she do like live streams on Instagram, or because I know you can live stream on there too, but that would be fun. Okay, we've got our thing. This time we're gonna win. We're gonna do it. Okay. It's very important where we start. You gotta make sure you start from the right spot. I want to eliminate all the top, because it's always, I get stuck always at this stage where there's two levels and it's blocking something underneath. She mostly does cleaning and home stuff and funny reels. Oh, that's awesome. I would love to have her Instagram, except I don't have an Instagram, so I won't be able to. But that's so cool though. When I had Instagram, I used to follow the cleaning and home type influencers. They were especially helpful too, because I learned from a Instagram cleaning person that you're supposed to clean out your washing machine filter. My parents never taught me this. And they didn't tell me that at school either. You have to clean your washing machine filter, you have to clean your dishwasher filter, and like how to do that. So I know how to do it. I'm a full-blown adult now. I feel so adult. Sam says, I've never heard of that. Oh shit. Sam, if you have a dishwasher, oh boy. Once you pull that puppy out, oh yeah, they start growing their own ecosystem. I'm 43. Well, Sam, nobody teaches us. That's the thing. No one taught me. I didn't know you were supposed to do that. And so, of course, the first time I clean my dishwasher, I pull out the fucking filter, and it's growing a literal ecosystem. Like, it's like all slimy, and it's like hanging down. It's a new dishwasher, by the way. So if your dishwasher or washing machine filter is not, sorry, that's my husband blowing his nose in the background. If it's not clean, it's not going to be able to clean your dishes or anything. And you know what? It's been way too long since I've cleaned my wash. Okay, so dishwasher filter, yes, is disgusting. But it is a bit easier to clean than, say, a washing machine filter. Yeah, I know, he's loud as hell. He also does the dad sneezes. He does the dad sneeze where it's like, oh, I heard you blowing your nose, by the way. Oops. Oops. You blow your nose like a dad, you know that, right? Not yet. Not yet, I know. Remind me. Soon. Anyway, so he laughed at that. He's very excited about that. When I told him next year, oh, he was so excited. He's been asking me nonstop since we got married, basically. He's practicing. Yeah, he's practicing. Right. Anyway, so a washing machine, I don't know why, but it just seems like so much more work. Because you gotta like, if I remember correctly, you gotta like go over to the filter. Maybe we could do a stream of it. Me changing my washing machine, cleaning my washing machine filter. But like I think what bothers me is that there's hair. And that's what, I can't handle hair. I can't. Like, even if it's my own hair, it bothers me so much. Dishwasher is like, yeah, it's disgusting, it's mold or whatever. But like, I love fungus, I love mold, I love mushrooms, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, like the shower drain, yeah. And so you screw off the cap and you have to let the water or the whatever run out. You have to get a separate container, place it underneath and let everything run out. And then you have to basically like reach inside and pull everything out. And yeah, if I remember correctly, it's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. But yeah. Cleaning your stuff. You gotta clean the stuff that cleans your stuff. You gotta make sure the stuff that cleans the stuff is clean. Otherwise, it doesn't clean. So, okay. But yeah, PSA. The worst part is when it crawls out on its own. No. Oh, God. Oh. Cursed. Oh, my God. Oh. Yeah. That's what I'll be doing. Hi, Orange. Orange, this is a PSA. You need to clean your dishwasher filter and your washing machine filter. If you didn't know that, now you know. And now you can't avoid it. It's going to be sitting at the back of your mind. But I hope you're doing well. Wait, you guys, let me show you. Orange, you remind me, because you are a plant person. Orange, look at the... Can you see my sprouts yet? Let me see if they appear on camera. Okay, look. Oh, come on, please zoom in. Please zoom in. No. Okay. What if I... hold on. I got this. Okay, autofocus. Look, do you see it right there? Oh, it's so small. That's my little chamomile sprout. I've got two of them. They're side by side. There's one right there and one right there. I just watered them, but they're growing. I don't know how long it's gonna take to grow, but I know it's so tiny, isn't it? It's so small. It's the only one that's growing though. I think the rest of them are dead. I had the seeds for 4 years, so PSA, a second PSA, you can only use seeds after like a couple years. Otherwise so I don't know. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna turn off autofocus. Otherwise, you guys are just gonna see blur in, blur out constantly, which nobody wants that. Okay. No one wants the autofocus. I had autofocus on the last time I streamed, and it actually drove me insane when I watched the VOD. I was like, oh, No. Let me know if you guys ever see the autofocus going crazy, and I'll make sure to change it. Oh, you've never grown chamomile? Yeah, it should be interesting. Me neither. So, Sam says, let me ask you this. If the dishwasher without a clean filter results in dishes that look clean, and you can eat off of it without getting sick, what's the issue? Okay, I can't argue with that. I told you, right? I dated someone in the past who didn't actually even wash their dishes with soap. Just water. No dishwasher, no soap, just water. And he never got sick, so you could be him, I guess. So, I mean, I don't know if like not cleaning the filter does anything bad. The plates know they're showering in funky water. Okay, fair. There are literal bugs and mold living in your walls right now. They aren't bothering you because you're ignorant of their existence. Okay. There's also literal bugs in your eyelashes. Eyelash mites. Did you guys ever watch that video of, I remember in like one of my science classes in high school, they had us watch a video about all the microorganisms that live on your body, and in your body. And it had I remember very specific, this was a traumatic event where it had a camera inside someone's mouth as they kissed another person. And everybody in the class was like squirming, like, ew, no. That was a canon event for me. Like, oh, why are you showing me this? It was so gross. But yeah, it talked about like eyelash mites and dust mites. Dust mites live in your clothes. Let's see, I would clean a filter if it smells or clogs, but I wouldn't cut just because it's gross. Okay. Yeah, okay, so Galti says mostly to stop smells and clogs and generally improve the lifespan. Okay, yeah. I do enjoy... Dishwashers are expensive, right? So anything I can do to improve the lifespan of it. But, right, like, I know that we probably shouldn't live in such sterile environments, right? And so, but the thing is, I grew up as a very germophobic person. I used to be the type of person who would wash my hands all the time. Like, every time I would touch something that wasn't like immediately my hand, like every time I would touch any piece of food, every time I would, before I touched my face, every time I went outside, even just for a second, every time I touch somebody else, especially somebody else, so I've gotten a bit more relaxed over time, but I did have a germaphobe phase. I come from a family of obsessive hand washers, like to the point of having like dry skin all over your hand, like having your hand start splitting and cracking. You guys ever had that happen before? Where it starts like bleeding because you wash your hands so much? My siblings all have that. Yeah. Let's see. I think the problem comes from when people stack the dishwasher with plates with food still on them. Yeah, true, but also like, why do we have to clean our plates before the thing cleans them? We have to pre-clean the plates before the dishwasher cleans them. It's so annoying. But yeah. I know that if I stick a plate with food still on it in the dishwasher, it's not gonna get clean. You have to soak it first. You gotta like rinse it off first. Orange says, I never used to pre-rinse dishes and sink before loading in the washer, but wife convinced me it's a better way to reduce the rate of filter cleaning. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, so that's less things go inside the filter, right? Well, and if you... I think it depends on your dishwasher. Wait, I'm going to do this instead. But with mine, like, if it even has a tiny bit of, like, something sticky on it, it will, like, cake that thing on the dish. So, like, it'll be caked on there and it won't clean it off. It has to, like, be I don't want to use the word moistened, but I will. It has to be pre-moistened before it can wash the dishwasher. Okay. Anyway. Overwashing never happened at Orange's house or Sam's house. Really? Is your family very extroverted? That question is directed at both of you. Does your family have a lot of anxiety? Because mine does. My whole family has trouble calling people, like answering the phone and talking to people. Going to a different person's house is very anxiety inducing. And also being very particular about everything. That's kind of how my family is. We're very particular about how things are done. If it's not done the way that it's been done in the past, then it's a problem. Very high strung is how I would put it. Very high strung. Galti, oh yeah, you have to wash your hands a lot at work, but they provide us with moisturizer. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that makes sense that you would have to wash your hands a lot. Yeah, when I worked in healthcare, I had to do that too, a lot. Your mom is and the rest of us aren't. Okay. Yeah, my dad, like, obsessively cleans the house. He vacuums after every single meal. He doesn't, if there's a single crumb on the floor, he will vacuum that shit up. He's just always vacuuming. Like, that's just his thing he likes to do. He always gets a fancy new vacuum too. He's got a new one where it's got a laser that points onto the ground so he can see every little speck of dust and hair. He hates hair. And he'll vacuum it up. And he really doesn't like the fact that my parents have a cat. Like, they got me the cat, actually. But the cat has stayed with them. And he'll defur the cat. He got, like, one of those furminators, you know, the special comb that combs the fur off. And he'll, like, religiously do that every couple days or something. He gets really pissed when my cat lays on the furniture. So our cat's name is Popcorn. And so when Popcorn lays on the furniture, I could just see my dad, like, almost popping in, like, have an aneurysm. He just gets, because he'll like pick the cat off the couch and then just immediately vacuum the couch off. Yeah. So if you think that I'm high strung, just meet my family, okay? I'm trying. My husband was absolutely appalled, okay, by my behavior, but then he met my family and he was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it runs in the family. Seems like your family suffer from being anxious about things that most people aren't concerned with. Yeah. But, you know, everybody's family has their quirks, right? So that's just my family's quirks. I had, like, you know, I could have had a family that abused me. So, and I didn't. So I'm very glad about that. I'm happy about that. I had a loving family, for the most part. And the more I learned about how families work, the more I am grateful for what I had. You know, like I had my parents aren't divorced. I'm on speaking terms with every member of my family. I wasn't physically abused. Perhaps a bit of mental abuse, but everybody has that, right? Yeah, everyone has that, right? So I mean, like, if you think hard enough about your life, you'll realize that you suffered in some capacity. I don't think any family is free from imparting at least a little bit of negative things upon their children. Life is suffering, yes. And so it's kind of, in my opinion, it's fruitless to compare suffering. Although, like, I do like sharing my suffering in terms of hoping that other people can relate to it. Because that's what humans love to do. That's what I love to do, is relate to other people and their suffering. And know that none of us are alone, right? None of us are alone in our suffering. So that's my point with coming out with that. Not to, like, complain about it or whatever, but instead to be like, this is reality, right? This is real life. Okay. Orange says, I'd say we have a different sense of what things are worth worrying about. Yeah. I mean, I still can't answer the phone most of the time. If somebody calls me, and especially if it's a stranger, I can't answer. I will hang up. Obsessive compulsion, just not just anxiety. Oh yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Yep. My dad's very interesting in the fact that he likes to think that he's perfect. And he likes to give off this perfect confidence. And so he never admits to any of his weaknesses. He's never admitted about any of his weaknesses. He's never shown any emotion. However, it's pretty obvious when you look from the outside what his weaknesses are. Nobody's perfect, right? It's just some people choose to be like me and talk openly about their weaknesses, and other people prefer to just manifest their weaknesses and let everybody else see them. I like talking about my weaknesses so that nobody's surprised by them, I guess. Part of it's also because it feels like it gives me more control over my narrative. I don't know if that makes sense. But, like, that's the reason why I like talking about my weaknesses, is I get to control what other people, sometimes, what kind of story they form about me. At least that's in my attempt. Whereas, like, I mean, I know that, like, actions speak louder than words. However, I also believe that words can prime you to think certain things about a person, right? They can influence, they can bias you, and what opinions you form about a person. So that's why I make sure to get all the words out, so that people will form the right ideas about me. Oh, you're so sweet, Orange. Thank you. You're so nice. It's an absolute delight to have you guys here every time. Okay, I want to read a bit more of this book, Crazy Wisdom. Oh, I'm going to snooze my ads. We have no time for ads right now. We got a book to read. Okay. I turned to this one. It said, nothing is real. Illusion is the only reality. Crazy Wisdom has always suspected that the world is not what it appears to be. What we ordinarily perceive as reality is not reality at all. For ages, the saints and sages have been trying to tell us that through the languages of mysticism and poetry. Now, contemporary scientists are saying much the same thing in the terms of physics, biology, and astronomy. According to the scientists, reality is even stranger than anyone imagined. The latest scientific theory proposes that the world may not even exist if someone is not here to perceive it. Modern science has destroyed matter, unraveled reality, literally pulled the rug out from under us. The world we have always believed to be solid and predictable turns out to be just a play of shadow and light. The theory of quantum mechanics has turned our physical world into a lying, deceiving scoundrel and made our own five senses and central nervous systems into co-conspirators in an elaborate reality sting, a fraud carried on successfully since time immemorial. And the sting goes deeper. It turns out that space and time, as well as matter and energy, have been married for at least 15 billion years, and all along we have been led to believe that they were single. We are constantly being deceived. This is interesting. Nothing is real. Here it's got a quote from Freud. The unconscious is the true psychic reality. In its inner nature, it is just as much unknown to us as the reality of the external world, and it is just as imperfectly communicated to us by the data of consciousness, as is the external world by the reports of our sense organs. Talks about how the external and internal world deceive us. I know that. So, at this point in my philosophy, I'm just thinking I don't really have an overarching philosophy, but the only thing I have is basically one day I will die. One day I will die. And so I'm going to try and do as many things that I want to as possible while I'm still alive. And also, I don't know when I will die. I don't know. It could be today. It could be in 1 hour. It could be in 50 years. I'm not sure. And so I will distract myself from that as much as I want to. And then I will not distract myself from that as much as I want to. I'll try and find a balance of distraction and non-distraction. Distraction is sometimes necessary because it helps you get shit done. If you're just constantly thinking about how you're gonna die, it's pretty debilitating, not gonna lie. But I spend a reasonable amount of time thinking about death. There he is. He's blowing his nose again. And I like reading different people's theories about what they think, but I don't really believe any of them. I just kind of am like, that's cool. That's an interesting thought. Anyway, moving on. Orange said, yesterday I thought about something I'd like to ask you about Mormons. Ooh, interesting. What do they generally think that God is thinking and feeling about non-believers? Is he shaking his head in disappointment? Okay. So Mormons believe that non-believers are typically just ignorant. They just haven't received the revelations yet. And so they haven't received the appropriate information to make the right decision. And that includes people in other Christian churches as well. They believe that people in other Christian churches have a piece of the truth, but not the whole truth, right? The only church with the whole truth is the Mormon church. And so they believe people live in ignorance. If they believe that people know the truth and deny it, that is the worst form of evil imaginable. If you know the Holy Ghost and deny the Holy Ghost, you will go to hell. You will go to hell. Even if you are you're doing morally wrong things, but you still believe in the Holy Ghost, that does not mean you'll go to hell. You will only go to hell if you have been direct witness to the presence of God or the Holy Ghost and deny them. You will go to hell for that. Everyone else, basically every evil person you can think of, they'll all go to heaven. They'll be fine. And so I think it's more of yeah, disappointment is definitely one word to describe it. Don't Mormons ever wonder how God sees things? No, that's not for us to know, Orange. We're not supposed to think like God because we are not God. And so, like, no, they never try and see things from God's perspective. It's always like the information that's been disseminated down from the prophet. So it's never like, oh, God feels that bad when you do this. At least that's not what was communicated to me. But it's more of like, God has these opportunities for you. These opportunities have been given to you, and you can choose to take them or not. It feels, I wouldn't say God is indifferent either way, but God loves you enough that he will give you a choice. And whatever you choose, that's what you get, basically. This is a church whose revelation is peeping in a stone. Yeah. Galti says, that's the best philosophy. Life is short. Just enjoy the miracle. When you're dead, the worries won't matter anymore. Yeah, that's true. Don't die with a dirty dishwasher filter. What would people think? I know. Oh no, you guys are getting ads. Sorry. It's time to play my game again. Oh crap, I should have done the other one. It's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna try and experience as much of life as I can with the limits I've set for myself. I've determined that there's some things you just don't need to delve into because the consequences are too great. But you know, I'll live life according to my own rules, I guess, not what other people set out for me. I mean, it's a shame that not everybody gets that freedom. And I'm very lucky that I have that freedom. But I think the best way to appreciate that freedom is to use it wisely. It's not to not use it or live afraid of it, live afraid of your freedom, or say, oh no, I can't possibly. I think the best way to honor the freedom you've been given is to use it appropriately. Use it. Your privilege, to use your privilege appropriately. There's more I want to do. I want to help more people. I want to contribute more to my community. Still trying to figure out more of the ways I can do that, which is actually helpful. But it's going to be a constant. It's going to be a constant process. Yeah, it's just ongoing. But for now, I'm feeling pretty good. Would your dad find most people's houses a little filthy and uncomfortable to be in? Yes. My dad generally does not like to socialize or visit other people's houses. He, in general, doesn't really like other people that much. I mean, he does. I don't know. It's very strange. Because, like, all I know from him is what he exhibits on the outside. But the problem is he doesn't really ever talk about his own internal experience, ever. So most of the time, I don't know what he's really thinking. Like, the last time I had lunch with my parents a couple weeks ago. And, you know, I thought about it, and I was like, I don't really know who you are, really. I don't know much about you. I don't know what you think about. He's kind of a quiet person. I mean, he can be very charismatic. So like, he's a professor, and he gives a lot of talks at conferences. He does a lot of work. He's very much in the public space. Like, he's had news articles be written about. He's been on TV. He's been on the radio. He loves that. He loves the attention. He loves the attention. But as far as showing real vulnerability, that's never happened. Not really. And I don't know, like, I almost don't want to ask him certain questions, because, like, I don't know if he's even asked certain questions of himself. He seems like somebody who's very not in tune with his own emotional state at any time. He he lets his emotions come out in other ways besides, like I said, he doesn't show emotion, but he does. It's not that he isn't emotional. I think that's the problem, is that every human is emotional to some capacity, but some people just hide it better than others. And so what happens with some people who are always repressing their emotions is that they just come out in other ways, like maybe in bitterness or in passive aggression. That's, oh my God, that's one of the tools my family uses, is very intense passive aggression. Saying things in a way that's aimed to cause the most pain as humanly possible. Very sneaky, very subtle. And that's just what people do to cope, instead of delving deeper into their own internal state. Maybe God needs men to never show weakness. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure about other... I mean, I think it's just a peculiarity about my dad. Like, because I've been to... like, when I was going to church, there are plenty of men that would cry when they felt like the Holy Spirit or something. They would tear up, or become emotional. So it's really, I think, just a personality thing. Oh yes, have a good nap, Sam. Thank you for being here. Yes, enjoy your nap. So I think there's so many factors that build up. Hello, DCI, welcome. How's it going? DCI, today we're playing Mahjong. We're also reading a book called Crazy Wisdom. Wait, here it is. Yeah, we had a... Oh yes, enjoy your breakfast, Orange. Thank you also for being here. It's been very nice to have you here. Okay, let me see if I can find another passage. So we just read that everything's absurd, and nothing... oh, look at this one. The truth will set us free. Okay, so what we are calling crazy wisdom is an enterprise of exposing the many sides of truth until there is no truth. And that's the truth. Crazy wisdom shows us the part of ourselves that all Christians disapprovingly call our animal nature, the coyote in us all, or the part of us that the Zen master might call our original face. Crazy wisdom looks at the things from the sky above and the mud below, through a telescope and a microscope, from the head and the heart and the loins, all in the hope that we will gain varied perspectives and play our roles in this bittersweet melodrama of life with little more ease and grace. But wait, that doesn't mean crazy wisdom will necessarily solve our problems or save the planet. See, that's the thing. I feel like the books with the most wisdom in them are the books that when you're finished reading, you don't know anything more than when you started reading. You just know more about what you don't know. And that's why I'm disappointed. I'm like, damn it, I guess I don't know anything. Fuck. the thing is I've reached a point, I've opened Pandora's box where I just believe that nobody has the answer, and I firmly believe that, and I stand behind that. And so that's my problem, is a perspective. So if I read a philosophy book or whatever, I'm already going to go into with the idea that I'm like, this person is just a human. They don't know shit. And then I read the book, and then I finish reading the book having learned nothing. So that's my problem. I need to get over myself and what I don't know. I just don't believe anybody can find the answer. You can't find it. There is no answer. It's not possible. You can't find the answer. Stop trying, you guys. Just live your fucking life. Just stop trying and go outside and live your life. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this absurd, like just fucking going around and around in circles. Do you think people who are on the verge of death are suddenly thinking, like, I don't know, Galti said that's the answer. There is no answer. Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow. That's a very hard pill to swallow. But I think I'm coming to terms with that and just accepting that. We just gotta live. That's it. You just gotta live the best way you know how. Okay. It doesn't mean I'm gonna always leave the door open. Oops, I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna leave the door open for any other possibility. I'm leaving it open. If somebody comes by, if the evidence comes by, or a very compelling explanation comes by, I'll be open to it, and I'll listen to it, and I'll consider it. But yeah, that's the state of things. Is that I've accepted that there just isn't an answer. Nobody knows. Nobody knows for sure. Yep. Gotta be okay with that. There's days where I'm okay with that, and there's days where I am not okay with that. It's usually on the days where I'm bored that I'm not okay with that. If you're bored and you're spending the whole time thinking about the meaning of life and realizing that there is no meaning, then you're just like, that's when you start to enter a depressive spiral. You're like, oh shit. But when you're in a beautiful forest and surrounded by beautiful, wonderful nature, and you're seeing the birds fly around and the insects and the leaves and everything, and then you think about how there's no answer, then it's like, oh, it doesn't matter, there's no answer. It's so beautiful. DCI said, give yourself a mini meaning, like a small task, bro. What are you broing me for? What are you broing me for? But you're right, yes. A small task is good. Distraction. That's what I was talking about, DCI, is distraction. I'll live my life with the sufficient amount of distractions and non-distractions. I think there's a balance. It is a distraction. Okay. I disagree. I think it is a distraction, but go on. Just something small, finish it, and do something else. Right. Yeah. No, I do enjoy doing that. Little dopamine boosts. It's all about the dopamine. Do some litter picking or something. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Toby, come here. Come here, Toby. Yeah, come here. Come here. Yeah, would you like to come do Mahjong with me? Come here. Yeah, come up here. Yeah. She's so adorable. Oh my god. If you live stream it too. Oh yeah, if I live stream it, then it's a double. It's a double dopamine activity. I know. You guys, I'm fine. You know that, right? Sometimes I worry. I worry that people worry about me, and that's like, I don't want that to happen. I'm fine. I'm fine. I like talking about these things. I like I like talking. I like complaining, and I like just being like, laying everything out on the table. That's my thing. Is I like laying all my cards on the table and seeing what people resonate with and don't resonate with. So, are you helping? Would you like to help? Would you like to play? Yeah, you're so adorable. Thank you. Thank you for the kiss. She likes to headbutt me. Come here. Come here. You're so sweet. Hi. Hi. I love you. Can I kiss you? Oh, okay. Laying laying all the tiles on the table. Exactly. All the tiles are out here. Hi. She's gonna be my Mahjong companion. Find yourself a companion. That's another good solution. Find yourself a companion. Every time I look at this companion, I feel joy. I feel, hey, you just knocked over my tower. You just knocked over my tower. Do you feel bad about that? Do you feel bad about that? I don't think you do. Please don't bite my hand. Oh, no, you're being sweet, aren't you? Yeah, find yourself an animal companion, as long as you're not allergic. I feel so bad for everybody who's allergic to animals. I'm very glad that I'm not. Hey, don't scratch the carpet. Don't scratch the carpet. I have a lot of hope. I have a lot of hope that when I embark on this next journey that I'm preparing for, that it will, not that I know that people are not supposed to put a lot of hope on having children and what it will give them. But that being said, I do have a lot of hope for that providing a lot more meaning in my life. I'm looking forward to the possibility that it will add a lot more meaning to my life. We'll see. And if it doesn't, that's okay. It will just add more. Oh, thank you, Galti. Thank you so much for being here. It was very nice to spend some time with you. I hope you have a good night. Yes, good luck with everything. Good luck putting your child to sleep. Okay. All right. This one. Let's see, what else? Which one should I do? Hi, which one should I do? Can you help me select the right one? Can you help me pick the right one? Okay, you're in the way. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me. Yes. What can I do for you? Oh, you want to play, don't you? Do you want to play? She wants to play. It's not playtime. Playtime's in the evening. She's literally standing. Okay, there we go. She's gone. Okay. Yes, this one. You want to come sit on my lap? Okay. Okay. Bye, Toby. Bye, Toby. That was a nice little visit. Yeah, I always open up the possibility for there to be something else. Whenever something that's a big coincidence happens, then I, like, if somebody says something like wisdom that I've been waiting for, or it seems like someone out there is listening to me, I open up the possibility that there are some things that, some external forces out there. The doors are always open for that. Although most of the time I don't necessarily believe that. Enjoying my oatmeal as the birds start chirping outside the rising sun. Oh, that sounds amazing. Ooh, you're always so good at setting the environment. I should become a morning person. Morning people seem like I don't know, most morning people I know seem to have a certain zest for life that I'm kind of looking for. The people who get up and watch the sunset. I mean, the sunrise, whatever. That sounds absolutely delightful. And then you go into work like having already spent some time in, like, not rushing. I'm the type of person, before I go to work, I spend as little time as possible getting ready. I set my alarm as late as possible so that I can have everything to the last minute getting ready. But the way you do it sounds much more appealing. Okay. Okay, let's see. I've got an 8, a 2, oh, here's a 7. Ooh, got a Mahjong. I love these. These are my favorite character. Mahjong. Oh, I saw another streamer who had 5 minutes of Chinese as one of her channel point redeems. I thought about adding that. That could be kind of fun. Where it's like, I'm only allowed to speak Chinese for 5 minutes. I really need to practice my Chinese, so that could be interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. Right here. Right here. Okay. Okay. 3. Wait. Oh no. Okay, so 5, green dragon. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. Wait. No. Okay. Don't panic. 7. Oh, okay, I think I'm stuck. No. Or it says, there's a software streamer from Sydney that also does a fun redeem. Oh, yeah? Yeah, it could be fun, I think. Did you type ass by mistake? Is that why it... Now there's cat hair all over my setup. Oh no. Okay, we're using our freebie right now. Look, freebie time. Woo. I used my freebie. That means I can use this other freebie. Well, this isn't a freebie. We only used one freebie. Okay. That didn't help us. Oh no. Secondary freebie. She also has a 50 sit-ups redeem. Oh, Jesus. Hey, if you want abs of steel. Abs are very important. Having abs is very important. For your... having strong abs, I mean. Everybody has abs. Everyone has abs, but if you want to have strong abs, that's important. Okay. Right there. Yeah, I've got my, I need to come up with more engaging redeems for sure. I had that project where I was doing the emotion redeems, but I still need to add I was wanting to add music to those. The problem is I can't find any copyright free music that I can use for free. So that's where I'm at. I'm kind of stuck with regards to that project. Okay. Alright, we're cooking. Wait. Okay, so it only took 2 freebies to get us through, and we might win, I think. Let's see. Two freebies later. Oh yeah, we got this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Are you serious? So if it's like this, you actually can't. Oh, that's crazy. If that's the last one, you actually can't do it. Because it's on top, so it's not allowed. It's not an allowed move. Oh my god, the audacity. The audacity. Winner! I won! Yay. Okay, let's do a celebratory meme. You guys, I had some memes for today. They're not memes, but they're, oops, not that. Images that make you go, Are you guys ready to do some deep thinking? I'm ready. I'm ready to think about things deeply. We went to r/. Let's go to r/. And think about things. Which one? I've got a good one. A few good ones. I love this subreddit. It's so good. Interesting. Hey, that's me. Hello again, Ivan. Oh my god, Ivan here for 2 streams. What? I am so delighted to see you here once again. Ivan, we're thinking deeply about this. Okay, I've got another one. Oh, 3 streams in a row. Congratulations. 3 is a good number. Wow. Why did they... I wonder how long it takes to sculpt these. This is the ideal job, you guys. Being a Lego sculptor, I can't imagine anything better. I wonder if they give people like a template beforehand, or if they're just so talented at Legos that they just design it themselves. Either way, it's really cool. I love playing with Legos. But yeah, so they cooked with that. They cooked with that. Okay, let's look at one more. One more. I'm getting a sneak preview. This is one I would post on Aristotle's channel. I'll keep some stuff for myself though. Interesting. Oh my god. Anyway, okay, we're navigating away from that. Okay, we're closing out of that. That's quite enough. It's quite enough of that. Back to our crazy wisdom. Okay, let's read some more wisdom. I'm ready. I'm ready to receive the wisdom. Oh, they got some absurdity, meaningless play. Oh no. Okay, they have a quote from Nietzsche. Okay, what does Nietzsche have to say? He says, "We have art in order not to perish of truth." Okay, I guess. Okay. While the absurd drove most existential philosophers crazy, or left them trembling in their lofts, artists began playing with it, discovering shapes that might be made from the void. At the beginning of the 20th century, the philosophic artistic movements of futurism, surrealism, and another one I can't pronounce, turned the absurd into art in order not to perish of truth. Just like what Nietzsche said. Let's break away from rationality as out of a horrible husk and throw ourselves like Shoot, Ivan's not gonna like this. Okay, let's break away from rationality as out of a horrible husk and throw ourselves like pride-spiced fruit into the immense distorted mouth of the wind. Let's give ourselves up to the unknown, not out of desperation, but to plumb the deep pits of the absurd. Shaking my head. As soon as I read the word rationality, I was like, oh shit. I'm gonna keep reading. Like great tricksters, the early 20th century artists decided to put a grin on the face of the absurd. They sought symbolic representations of a new ethos, a way of honoring being itself, even if its meaning could not be understood, even if it had no ultimate meaning. Surrealism made acceptance of the absurd a point of honor for the brave, those who could live with and even rejoice in a godless and purposeless universe. Andre Breton? I don't know. He writes, "I believe in the pure surrealist joy of the man who, forewarned that all others before him have failed, refuses to admit defeat, sets off from whatever point he chooses along any other path save a reasonable one, and arrives wherever he can." Hey, I actually, I kind of like this idea. The idea of refusing to admit defeat. That kind of ties to what I was saying earlier about how I won't give up. I'll keep a door open. I'll keep a door open for magic. I'll keep a door open for external forces, but I will keep some aspects of rationality to me. I hope you enjoy your spiced cacao orange. Ivan says rationality is a quality of inference. Enjoying art is not generally about inference, so the word doesn't apply. Enjoyment of art or other pleasures is generally non-rational, not irrational. Oh, I see. So it's a different category. I see. Although from this quote, it seems like it's rejecting rationality. Is surrealism a rejection of rationality? Because that's what I'm picking up on. But what you're saying is that rationality does not you can still enjoy non-rational things and be okay. So like orthogonal to rational. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so 20th century artists made a complete break with Western tradition. They also had a good time kicking in the windows of old institutions. Let's see. We will destroy museums, libraries, and fight against moralism, all utilitarian cowardice. We are on this extreme promontory of ages. Why look back, since we must break down the mysterious doors of impossibility? Time and space died yesterday. We already live in the absolute, for we have already created the omnipresent eternal speed. Oh, this is related a lot to the, well, this probably was inspiring to person who wrote Society the Spectacle. A continuous now. Continuous abstract now. I've said, think of the word rational as being like the word grammatical. If I'm eating a sandwich, then I'm not being grammatically incorrect.
Life is roadblocks.
Life is roadblocks. Real. Hi, Refly. Sandwich eating is independent of grammar. Okay. That's fair. That showed up on the camera. Yeah. The camera. It was earthquake. Yeah. Thank you for your patience as I'm trying to pick everything apart. I'm still trying to understand everything. Although, like I was saying previously, my general worldview is that there is no answer to the meaning of life and what it is. There is no worldview. There is no right way to approach it. It just is. That's my conclusion. So I do try and understand these different worldviews, but sometimes it's difficult to put together, especially if I don't have personal investment in it. I do want to try and learn them though, because I like, at the end of the day, like I do value every human being, and so to value human beings is to try and understand them, right? And so I do want to try and understand it. It just is a bit hard if I don't have personal investment in it. Time to give a compliment to everyone. You're all cute in your own way. Yeah. You're right, Reflect. You are all valuable and you contain multitudes within you. You are all special. You are all magical. You are all deserving of love. And I believe that. I genuinely believe that. Not just saying that. I am not just saying that. Although the more I say it, the more people might think that I am just saying that. I'm not just saying that. I hope you'll believe me. Anyway. Did you watch Monty Python's Perspective? I don't know. I've been sent a few different Monty Python videos, so I have a hard time keeping track, but I'm not sure. I've said there is no objective. Oh wait, was it the one with all the philosophers playing football? I watched that one. That one was funny. I've said there is no objective meaning or objective morality, in my opinion, but those things would be useless if they existed. Yeah. I agree, there is no objective meaning or objective morality. Okay. Thinking hard. Okay. Here's the thing I wonder about. Like, if there is no objective meaning or objective morality, then why do we care so much about convincing people of like our respective worldviews? I'm trying to understand why everybody wants to convince everybody else of their worldview and like break it down into the most simplest answer. And I think the simplest answer is everybody wants everybody else to have to be happy and to be fulfilled and be content in their life. And they're not coming out and outright saying that. They're going about convoluted ways to say that. And so they're saying, I want you to be happy. But they're saying, I want you to be happy in the way of, I want you to adopt this worldview and therefore you'll be happy. And like, nobody can get over that. I don't know why. No one can get over that. The idea of like, why can't we just skip to let's just skip to what we want at its most basic. Because what we're currently doing is not working. What we're saying is like, hey, you should adopt this worldview because it's correct. What you're actually saying by that is, hey, I like you, I want you to be happy. And like leaving it there. I don't know why we can't just leave it at that. Instead, everybody would rather argue. Let's see. Iva says, because we have subjective value. Right. Yeah, we do have subjective value for these things. But we, like, time and time again, I know, no, he's just, he has dad coughs. It's one of his tics, is to cough really loudly. Actually, it's kind of cute because I always know he's coming because I can understand, I can hear his distinct cough. It's cute. He sneezes really loudly. He coughs really loudly. He blows his nose really loudly. Your wife sneezes really loudly, really? Oh, that's funny. I don't think I sneeze that loudly. My mom has a little princess sneeze. She doesn't even sneeze. I think it's very representative of her personality. She's so afraid of how other people perceive her that she'll even hold in her sneezes. So she'll go, like that. So it's not even the chew part, like the chew. It's just the ah. So, like that. She'd be so mad if I was to script. That's how she sneezes. Literally, she sneezes like 5 or 6 times, and she holds it in. Am I reading Advanced PowerShell for power users on Linux? No. Is that crazy wisdom? I know the crazy computer people like using Linux. Well, how do you guys feel about Linux? Do you like it? Linux seems like a extreme computer enjoyer program. If you really want to customize everything, then you get Linux. If you really enjoy just coding the shit out of everything, you get Linux. Yeah. The real computer user uses Temple OS. Oh yeah, I think you told me about that one before. Don't worry, Refly. I know you are a real computer user. Oh, Orange uses Linux. Wait. Oh, you guys do use Linux. That's cool. That's really cool. Did you hear my distinct cough? Now that's a t-shirt. Getting a decibel meter to show her. Now that's love. Now that's love right there. Getting a decibel meter to show your spouse how loudly they cough or sneeze. That's if you haven't complained about how loudly your spouse coughs or sneezes, then are you really married? Anyway, So anyway, sorry about the long rant earlier. Sometimes I like using my stream as a forum to say everything that I am thinking at the moment I'm thinking it. Hopefully some of it's useful. Hopefully it's not just useless rambling. Usually when I complain, it's because I don't understand something. Or I'm resistant to something. So that's what happens there. If I don't understand something, I'll have a long period of resistance to it and complaining until I finally get it, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Copy pasta? Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna open this. Clicking the link. Okay, incorrect quotation. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Wait. I'd like to interject for a moment. What you're referring to as Linux is in fact GNU Linux, or as I've recently taken to call it. Oh god. Okay. Linux is not an operating system unto itself. Oh shit. Good thing I didn't call it an operating system, but rather another free component of a fully functioning GPU system made useful by the GNU core libs, shell utilities, and vital system components comprising of a full OS as defined by stupid acronym. Oh my god, you guys. This gives actually energy. Actually, it's this. Actually, whenever someone says, actually, I immediately stop listening. I don't listen to anything else that gets told to me. I'm like, okay, I don't care. It just makes me not want to listen to you even more. That's funny though. Thanks for sharing. Okay, I've got another for us. Oh, that's funny. A gremlin. What is that? A dog treat? It took me a while to determine if this was a dog or a cat. I think it's a dog. It looks like a chihuahua. Only a chihuahua would look that ferocious. Okay, let me see if I can find one more bit of wisdom from my wisdom book. Oh, okay. No, I think I'm gonna skip that one. Fool around. Taoism. Haiku. Oh, it's got some haikus in here. That's cool. Western wisdom. Okay, skip. 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 Okay. Skip that. Skip. Verses of crazy wisdom. No, I'm good. How to become crazy and wise. Okay. Let's see. How should I become crazy and wise? Pigments and pine cones. I don't have the patience to read an entire book. Working out with the holy fools. Crazy wisdom on the road. Think about it. Ooh, Young. I like Young, I think. Crazy wisdom of the 20th century. Scientific proof that crazy wisdom does and does not exist. Yeah. Nothing's speaking to me. That's how I've chosen everything to read in the past, as if something jumps out to me. Wonder. Okay. It should be clear by now that an essential ingredient of crazy wisdom is perspective, the understanding born of multiple views and multiple truths. Furthermore, the spark that keeps moving crazy wisdom from point of view to point of view is a basic attitude of doubt. You're already a crazy one. Oh, I'm glad you edited that. Except I got to see what you wrote previously. The copy pasta got it so far that Stallman actually addressed it. Who's Stallman? Is that the creator of Linux? That'd be funny. As Voltaire stated, doubt is an uncomfortable condition, but certainty is a ridiculous one. This is something I can agree with. Okay, this is my worldview. My worldview is I don't know shit. I don't know shit about shit. I don't know anything, okay? And the more I investigate, the less I know. Okay, so I can believe I can get behind this. Doubt is an uncomfortable condition, but it certainly is a ridiculous one. Oh, sorry. I just read that. Doubt is an uncomfortable condition, but certainty is a ridiculous one. Of course, many see doubt as a negative state, a continual restlessness or frowning skepticism. But just on the other side of doubt lies wonder, the feeling that comes from having an empty head and an open heart. A sense of wonder seems to be another key that unlocks the door to crazy wisdom and keeps it spinning open. Albert Einstein embraced the wonder that plays such a crucial role in all realms of life. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion which stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Whosoever does not know it and can no longer wonder, no longer marvel, is as good as dead, and his eyes are dimmed. I love wondering at things. That's why I like keeping the door open. For things to be things that don't make sense to just be. If I live my whole life certain of everything, then that means that I'm not open to wondering. Wondering is my favorite pastime. Investigating and wondering why things are the way they are and not knowing the answer is very fun. It's kind of why I enjoy limerence so much. Like, limerence is a feeling that arises from someone that you have very minimal contact with, and therefore you live in this fantasy realm of imagining how things would go. I prefer to live in that realm. The Hindu teacher Swami Muktananda was once asked why he didn't work miracles. He replied, "I have no need to work miracles. The circulation of blood through my body is enough." Real. Holy fools are often awed by the world. Yes. Perhaps this comes from knowing how little they know. The mystery is simultaneously humbling and inspiring. Zhuangzi accepts doubt and playfully wonders what might lie ahead. How marvelous the Creator is! What is He going to make out of you next? Where is He going to send you? Will He make you into a rat's liver? Will He make you into a bug's arm? I haven't said that and the fact that He couldn't work miracles. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, it's better to withhold the truth than to lie. Although one could argue that is lying, a form of lying. People do come up with all sorts of ways to withhold the truth. creative ways. I mean, there is some things to ponder about what he said. Like, just thinking about how cool it is that we exist and we get to perceive and we get to touch things and we get to have pleasure. We get to experience beauty. We get to experience pain. We just get to experience. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. Religions are always after the mystery, trying to put it into faces, stories, and song. This works for some people. Science is after the great mystery too, convinced that it can be made to make sense. That science will ever solve much of anything is doubtful, but lately its descriptions of reality are sliding into poetry, sounding more and more like the wonder of crazy wisdom. In his book, Fearful Symmetry... Oh, this sounds familiar. In his book, Fearful Symmetry, theoretical physicist Anthony Z makes magic out of nearly incomprehensible physical processes. You're probably familiar with this. Use the principle of local symmetry to produce grand unification with its inevitable violation of baryon conservation. Include a little CP violation and throw in some gravity to make it all expand. And voila, a universe that produces its own dirt, stars, flowers, and human beings. Perhaps the ultimate statement of crazy wisdom, wonder, comes from a book written in the 2nd century BC in India called the Flower Ornament Scripture. The mystery of existence has never been expressed in more detail than in this immense Mahayana Buddhist scripture. The book opens by using the linear mathematical minds and then leads us beyond the limits of calculation into mythical realms. For example, in one sequence, the Buddha tries to explain how many numbers and how many worlds are known to him. The Buddha talks about quantities that far exceed our present estimate of the number of atoms in the universe. The Buddha begins calculating like this: 10 to the 10th power times 10 to the 10th power equals 10 to the 20th power. This calculation goes on for several full pages. We resume near the final summation. That squared is 10 to the power of 25, 373, 323. Oh no, that's a big number, never mind. 25... That's... How many digits is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 31 digits. So 25 with 31 total digits. I don't know what that number is. I know there's like, okay, so tens, 100,000, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, million, and then billion, and then trillion, and then I don't know. Eventually there's a Google in there somewhere. And then a Google is a 1 with 100 zeros behind it. And then there's a something Google. Thank you, Orange. A Googleplex. Yes, that's what I heard. Thank you. And that is a 1 with a Google number of zeros behind it. What? That's a crazy number. And that's like, yeah. Anyway, so big number that is squared is 10 to the power of big number. That squared is an incalculable. And incalculable to the 4th power is a boundless. Oh, he just skips the numbers. I love how he's just like the scientists. They just eventually just write infinity. When I was doing calculus, and we started playing around with infinity, that's when they lost me. I was like, okay, this is This is silly. What are we doing here? We're just doing abstractions. Okay, who are we, God? Why are we able to write the little infinity digit on there? The little sideways 8. And then there's negative infinity and positive infinity. Orange says, I wonder how many thought units people think in a day. Ooh. Right. How many connections are there in the human brain? 60 trillion okay, an adult brain has approximately 60 trillion neuronal connections. Wow. That's so interesting. If a thought can be formed with 100 neurons, right? How many thoughts? Well, the fascinating thing too is that the remarkably little energy we use to compute those thoughts. If we had a computer do the same thing, it requires so much energy. But we are extremely efficient with our computing power. You think about like the AI, the LLM data centers, like it just requires so much water, so much power, so much etc. Whereas the power that we use to operate this thing where 75% of it is occupied with thoughts. Thoughts take up more space in my brain than thoughts. Real. Thank you for admitting that. Because that's, yeah. The fact that the amount of time that we spend thinking about shit like that is hilarious. How much computing power does that require? Ivan asked, are you going to count subconscious thoughts? Right. I guess that would be a question for Orange, the original thinker, of the question. Orange says yes, only one layer below their contribution to consciousness. The ones running my heartbeat don't count. Oh, okay, so wait, how many layers are there? Whoa. How many layers? Okay, so I remember in the book by Michael Pollan, he said that it requires a lot more computing power to run your senses than it does for your thoughts. Orange has 5 layers. Oh, okay. Do you know that it's... How does one know how many layers they have? So you're like a cake. You're not like an ogre. I feel like an ogre would have much more layers than that. Ivan has 20. I believe that. Other people have 7. Ivan has 20 or 1. That's funny. Okay, I probably have 7. I'm other people. Well, wait, let me think. How many layers? No, I feel like I have fewer layers than other people. Because I lay everything out. So, like, if the people who operate more with stream of consciousness thoughts, like, everything that's in their subconscious manifests and then you just say it. Although we're not talking about the thoughts we choose to manifest. We're talking about the thoughts that just arise. Which is different. I know there's that, like, global workspace theory. Or whatever. I'm just name dropping at this point. I don't actually know. I think that's the one where it's like our conscious. That's about consciousness. Okay, we're not talking about consciousness. We're not doing that. It stresses me out. But the layers. That reminds me, I still need to bake a birthday cake for my wife. Oh, cute. What kind of cake? What flavor? Okay, wait, I need to know how much computational power. It's like remarkably small. The human brain operates on roughly 12 watts of power, less than a small LED light. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, do you see what I mean? Humans are magical, dude. They're magical. And again, I use the word magic not to describe external things. I use it to just say amazing. Humans are amazing. 12 watts, Orange. 12 watts. Although I did get that number from Reddit, so that's not necessarily the most... Okay, look. National Institutes of Health. That's credible. Okay. The computational power of the human brain. Let's see. Where's the data? I gotta scroll through here and read it. Okay. AI stuff. Let me just... Oh, okay. Okay, the brain is approximately 20 watts. Okay, 20 watts. There's the data. 20. So 12 to 20 watts. I think, oh, and then Orange says I think we use about 70 watts. Oops. Well, that's just what this article says. I mean, I'm sure it depends on what you're thinking about. You'd use more energy. 70 watts might be the whole body. Oh yeah, that's true. Although I heard somewhere that the brain uses like 1/3 of your body's energy. I learned that at some point. Men have a body part that uses 10 times that. Oh shit, what is that quote? Sweetie? Yeah. What is that quote you always say about the brain and the penis?
God blessed man with a brain and a penis, but cursed him with only enough blood to run one.
Okay, so the quote is, the quote is, God blessed man with a brain and a penis, but cursed him with only enough blood to run one. One at a time. I'm just gonna leave that there. Spoken by him, not me. I didn't say that. It's not my quote. But true. What's the...
Is it true?
Yeah, people are saying it's true. Cursed with enough blood to only run one at a time. Yes, can confirm. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I won't accept any women's answers in the chat because they're biased. But women though, I don't know. I feel like we're not the same, but we do have our own peculiarities. I think women do have the equivalent of the penis, except it's in here somewhere. It's like the brain power. It's like brain and sub-brain. Overthinking. That's what it is. Glad to hear him on stream. Yeah, he's hanging out today. He's working from home today. Okay, let's set this up again. By the way, guys, sorry, there's going to be an ad coming soon. Humans are fascinating, that's all I can say. Humans are very fascinating. Oh my god, they're all falling off. They're falling off. Okay, we're gonna play one more time, and then I think we'll be done. I know, the ASMR. Had you guys heard that quote before? Is that like an actual quote from somebody? Or it's just something my husband always says. I think it's really funny. All men know that by heart from it. Okay, so you know it intuitively. I love that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How you guys doing on this wonderful Thursday? I feel so relaxed that I'm done with that assignment. I'm gonna be working again on Tuesday, but yeah, I'm not doing the everyday working. I feel like I could finally breathe. So I'll be able to stream a lot more, just hang out a lot more, and not be so high strung. Cause like I get to a certain point where I feel like I start streaming and producing like really good streams, but it's only after I've had sufficient time to relax and let go. Okay, to be fair, I guess I do have layers. I have layers in the sense of shells that I have to peel off when people get to know me, and I put them on instantly when I feel stressed out. Layers of comfortability, and so most people only get to experience a tiny little glimpse of me, the real me, and I feel like I only get to experience a tiny glimpse of the real me. So when she decides to come out, I'm very happy about it. Air fryer, eBay. Ask your husband, he'll confirm. Oh, I know he'll confirm, Refly. I know. Yeah, he's... Straight into painkillers, then pimple cream. What a variety of ads. I mostly get gambling ads, sports gambling. And like, yes, I do play slot machines, but you'll never catch me playing mobile gambling. That is a trap, not one that I like. Having my gambling in controlled doses, where it's like I'm specifically going somewhere to gamble, and then I'm leaving and not doing it anymore. Oh, I can't imagine. If I started online gambling, that would be... Oh, I would lose all my... And that's why I had to delete Love and Deep Space, because that was online. That was the closest I ever came to online gambling. I was gambling, actually. Oh, shit, now that I think about it. I was paying like $30 a month to gamble. And that's on the low end. People will spend hundreds of dollars on that game to gamble for a date with their handsome Chinese lover. It was worth it in my opinion. It was worth it. But then I discovered I can just watch the videos for free on YouTube. I don't need to gamble for that. Did you ever have a big win? At a casino, the biggest win I've ever had was only $500. I have spent, we'll just say we spent more than that. We spent more than that. A lot more. unfortunately. Over the span of many years, but yeah. It doesn't help that I live very close to Nevada, right next to Nevada. Salt Lake is pretty close to a city called Wendover, and that's another place where you can go and gamble. And so I've been to Wendover a few times. Wendover's worse. Vegas, they're a bit looser with their slots, it feels like. But Wendover, I always lose a ton of money at Wendover. So I've decided we're not going to Wendover anymore. Done with that. My gambling friend justified it as an entertainment expense. Yeah, I mean, like, before I go, I just decide, like, okay, this is going to be fun. This is our fun money. We're going to use it to have fun. We're not going to spend any more than that. But when I use 75% of the money, it's not fun anymore. It stops being fun. And that's the problem. It's like, it's fun for like 50% of the time, and then like for the other 50% of the time, it can be kind of miserable. It's fun when you win, or when you have the concept of like potentially winning and like not having lost that much yet. But once you start to lose more and more and more, then it becomes less and less and less fun. Mine was for a horror movie that looks like shit, and Twitch Turbo. Delightful ads. Wendover sounds like a place with one motel you go to when you need to spend a night with a lot of flashing. It's Wendover, not Windover, but yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, it's got like three or four hotels. It's not great. Yeah, it's like Reno. Okay, so Reno is a mini Las Vegas. And that place has some decent, like they've got like, they don't have like full-blown shows, but they do have like comedy stuff, performances, and whatever, and like a really cool 3 hotels that are connected. They've got a really cool atrium on the inside. So it's kind of like a mini strip. But Wendover is just sad. It's like, yeah. They've got one buffet, so that's cool. They got a buffet. We've been to the buffet. But yeah, people mostly just go to Wendover for weed and gambling. Although medicinal weed you can buy here now. Let's Mahjong. Yeah, I know. Let's do it. Okay. This time for sure. Being very careful. Swimming pools. They've got like one indoor swimming pool, but like a kind of basic standard. I don't know. It's not great. Wendover's climate is very similar to the climate here in Salt Lake. Although I don't think they get snow. I'm not sure. Like a little bit warmer. So like no outdoor swimming pools. 6 sticks. Ooh, okay. This one and what one? Oh yeah, this one right here. Okay. 7. I want to get... Okay. I gotta get rid of all these top ones. They gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Okay. I gotta get rid of this 8. I would really like to get rid of this one. Oh, I don't see any other 8s though. Oh no. Oh, there's one right here. Okay, so if you see here, there's one right here. I'll try and get the whole thing in frame. There we go. Okay, the whole thing's in frame now. And it's not reversed or upside down. Technology. We figured it out. Okay. Okay, wait. Now we got rid of the 8. Now we need to get rid of this 4. Next mission, get rid of the 4. Oh, I don't see a 4. Oh dear. Okay. We need to try everything we can. Gotta get that. I know. We gotta get this 4 circles. Wait. Oh, right there. Oh, you're right. I couldn't see it from my viewpoint. You're so right. There we go. There. Oh my god. Okay. Now we need to get rid of all these top ones. So... should I do that? Yeah. Let me do that. Okay. Mahjong. I don't see... oh, there's a Mahjong right here. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, we can get rid of that one. Look. Okay. Now we got these 2. Phew. Oh, I really wish I could take both these, but I can't. This one's trapped. 6 circles can go? Yeah, yes, it can. Oh, but which one should I do? Oh, okay, I'm gonna do this one, look, because it's got this green dragon. Now I want to get rid of this green dragon. That'll free up 2. So, okay. This one. Okay, that's the choice that I made. Okay. Now we can get rid of both these at the same time. Question is, do we want to? Ooh, do I want to do that? Yeah, yes. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe not. Because I want to use these to free up other places. Maybe we'll just do this, the top right one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, we did it. And the 7. Okay, I'm liking this strategy so far. I won! Hi, Dom. How's it going? Dom, have you read this book? We're reading Crazy Wisdom today. Reading a new book in the spirit of Dom. Dom's a book reader extraordinaire. So we've been taking some wisdom from here. A lot of it. Oh, you never heard of it? Oh, oh, excellent. Well, came to the right place. Oh, it's always good to see you too. Or see the text that you send to me. Anyway, we've been talking about how humans have layers. Orange has 5 layers. Ivan has 20 or perhaps 1. He never confirmed or denied. I have 3 layers, I think, is the number I decided on. The author is... here, I'll type it in the chat. Here, look. This is the author. Wes Nisker. Anyway, this book is out of print. It was printed in 1990s, and it's a new millennial edition of the Underground Classics. So it's kind of like an underground wisdom. So this is the context. I got this from a member of my mushroom church, who's this amazing trans woman who was also, I believe, she was a hippie back in the day. You know, I think she was probably one of the younger hippies, so like late 60s, 70s. But yeah, so I got it from her. I'm reading it. A lot of it's about Western philosophy, Eastern philosophy. It's talked about like absurdism, how there's not really an answer to anything. That's what all the wisest books go into, right? Is that they leave you not with more knowledge, but with less. Do you ever feel that, Dom, where you read a book and afterwards you're like, well, I know less than I did before. Like, oh shit, I guess I don't know anything. Fuck. So this is one of those books. We just talked about wonder, which I love wonder, the concept of wondering. And how what's necessary for, like, is to have a basic attitude of doubt, right? Like doubting things, being skeptical, being kind of critical, but in the sense of like not being set in one particular worldview, but just being open to wonder and weird phenomenon. I know. Dom says, reminds me of a book called Holy Madness, about enlightened people doing crazy stuff. Didn't read it though. Oh, that's interesting. Enlightened people doing crazy stuff. So we've found some interesting things. Ooh, there's a bold right here. It says, "Be here now." That's some good wisdom. Be here now. Are you here now? Are you guys, ask yourselves, are you here now? Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention right now? What does it feel like right now to be you? Surely that is more knowledge, but let's see. It seems more word gamey than real, though, that you are just becoming aware of areas of knowledge you don't know about. Okay. Yeah, okay. That is more knowledge, yes. It does feel like, okay, I agree with that. It feels like a reduction, but you are gaining knowledge and knowledge of the things you don't know about and the directions you could take. Wasn't it Socrates, the main thing is that he knows nothing? Well, that would be very wise of him. I always trust people who say they don't know anything and mean it. The people that I like looking to people who are humble and who say they don't really think they know anything, or they like are open to. That's why I love Michael Pollan so much, the author I was talking about yesterday. Because when he was writing his book, he was like, I started out on my journey knowing more than I know now. And I like that humility, where he's just aware of how little he knows. Tom says, I tend to think knowledge relates to certainty, which is always a spectrum. The only knowledge I don't doubt is that something exists. You have like one underlying facet of truth that lets you move forward. Yeah, my underlying thing that I found is that there is no answer to anything, and that's just been kind of running through my mind this whole time, is that there is no answer to life's big questions. Although that sometimes works against me, as I was talking about before. This is talking about knowledge. Knowledge. Think about it. Where do you think thinking has gotten us? Would we even be here if we didn't think? Or put it another way, would we have become extinct if we didn't think? Maybe we'd be extinct. Descartes, I was about to say Descartes. I was not. I know it's pronounced Descartes. Okay, Descartes believed he wouldn't be here if he didn't think. He claimed, I think, therefore I am. I think that's a bit too reductive. Perhaps he should have said, I think, therefore I think I am. Okay, that's true. Yeah, the whole I think, therefore I am, I think is way too reductive of the human experience. we are not just about thinking. We are also feeling. And feeling is different than thinking. Isn't no answer kind of a kind of answer? Yeah. Probably. It is an answer. It is a framework that I'm operating on. Any definitiveness. Yeah. I always say that I don't have an in-group. I don't have a group that I associate with. But I think that's also a lie. Because my group is not having a group. I don't know, there's certain things you can never escape from, right? And you can never escape from having an answer. You can never escape from having a group. Everything fits into something. Dom says, I think he words it weird, but the insight is that consciousness can't be doubted. Whereas things like the contents of the consciousness, i.e. the world, can be illusory. That's how I interpret him. Okay. That's true. Or that's fair. Yeah, I'm mostly just biased because like the book I read, like the book about consciousness I read, disagreed with it, and I tend to agree with almost everything Michael Pollan says. He's my guru. He changed my life. He changed my life. How could I not believe everything he says? It's worked for me so far. It's worked for me so far. I'll believe everything he says until it doesn't work for me. And then I'll move on. Orange says, when searching for meaning, the concept of is there an answer feels a little odd to me. It seems to presuppose that framing is an objective question with that. You're in the ex-Mormon girl group. I hope your nap was good, Sam. It seems to presuppose that framing is as an objective question with an objective answer is the right approach. Right. Why do we even ask that question? Okay, so I guess what that makes me think of, Orange, is why do we even ask that question in the first place? Why do I ask that question? Is there an answer in the first place? I mostly ask that question because I'm bored. I don't have anything else to think about. I don't have any other, when your brain doesn't have anything else to think about, it makes up its own problems. You move through the things you need. If you're not actively thinking about day-to-day problems of life and how to solve them, then you start creating your own problems. You try and like operate under higher level thinking to like see, well, if I take myself even further, can I reduce my own suffering even further? Right? I mean, ultimately, that's what we want to do, is reduce suffering. I want to reduce suffering for myself. And the ultimate form of suffering for me currently is boredom. Mostly. Oh, okay, I'm glad you mostly had a good nap. Dom says, I don't like Dick. Orange is trying to get me to go back to the Mahjong. Yes, Mahjong is a relatively easier problem. That's true. Back to our distraction. Get back to our distraction. Anyways, Dom says, I don't like Descartes' wording, but if you collapse it into that solipsist idea, it makes sense to me. Okay. Oh, look at all these ones. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of all these ones here. Have a doctor's appointment in 1 hour. It's my 5-yearly checkup. 5 yearly. Wait, do you only do it? Hello, Choza, welcome. It's nice to see you. Oh shit, Chozo, you got some work to do. No. Do you only do it once every 5 years, Orange, or do you do it 5 times every year? I hope all goes well. Doctor's appointments can be anxiety inducing sometimes. Sometimes it's better to live in ignorance. I like doing that. Oh shit. That's not a good sign. Huge ego, absolutely massive ego. Yeah. I do try to go to the doctor every year to get my blood work done. I think blood work is the most important. Make sure everything's good. Besides the blood work, so like I don't go to the doctor, but I do go to a place that draws my blood, and then I can look at the blood results and analyze them myself. Oh, I see. You go every 5 years, like you service my car every so often. That's nice. Yeah, it's good to maintain, and to just check in and make sure all the levels are correct. The oil level is correct, the soap level, the coolant level, right? Gotta make sure it's all there. That's what Big Blood wants you to think. Yeah. It gives me peace of mind, Sam. It gives me peace of mind to know that all the blood levels are where they should be. And I feel like peace of mind is definitely peace of health. So a huge part of health is mental health. Okay, we're still trying to get rid of this other layer here, so let me prioritize that. Okay, we're gonna get rid of these two. Thank God medicine is not run for profit. Oh no. Boy, do I have news for you. Yep. Just don't eat like your healthcare is free. Don't do that. I mean, you can. It's up to you. It's up to you what kind of risks you want to take and not take. I do definitely eat and drink like my healthcare is free all the time. So, but that's the risk that I'm willing to take. Risks and reward. Let's see. Orange says getting blood measurements baseline for future reference is a great idea. So odd changes are easier to detect. Yeah, definitely measuring the baseline for yourself too. Measuring yourself and how you change over time can be really important. Are you gonna shake up Spiritual Sunday or try the same thing? Yeah, okay, so I didn't have Spiritual Sunday this Sunday. I just didn't have it entirely, so I'll be entering this next Spiritual Sunday with a completely different mindset. What do you think, Dom? What do you recommend? Do you think I should change up my routine? What would you do? Because I think I know the reason why it stopped being meaningful, and that was mostly just because I was really fucking burned out. So I think that now that I go back to it, it'll be the same as it's always been. Maybe. Do I want things to be the same as they've always been? I don't know. Oh, Dom says, you want me to start meditating every day. Yeah, you know what? I should start doing something more regularly than just like every week. I do definitely want to incorporate more spirituality into my my day-to-day life. So I'm not just like waiting for Sunday every time. Yeah. Okay, let's see. 7? Is there a 7? There's no 7. What about a 2? There's a 2. Okay. Can I move this 4? I can't move it. Oh no. We're getting to the danger territory. Danger territory. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna have to start operating down here as well. Wait. No, I wanted to move that earlier. I would know what works for me. Yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I stumble upon things that seem to work. Maybe just plan out another routine with similar or different things happening. Seem like you're motivated by planning it. Oh yeah. Right. Planning out something else different. I guess like I would have to think about what am I wanting to bring in? Previously, what I was wanting to do with my spiritual Sundays is just like restore my vitality and my love for myself and love for all beings. And I needed that to push me through. I think I'm good with that. Like I don't know if I need it to give me that anymore. I'm already kind of convinced that I want to give love to everybody. But now I need to think about how can I do that. I've done enough collecting of love, collecting of cultivating. But now I need to learn more. I need to do more action. 2026. I've heard too about how the fire horse is about action. This is the year of action. And not that I really believe in that kind of stuff, but I do believe that this year is going to be my year of action, getting shit done. And so I want to find more ways I can get shit done. Some love meditation, maybe. How does one do love meditation? Is it like imagining yourself loving something? Okay. Oh, let's get this 4 out of the way. I want to move this 4 so bad, but I can't find the other 4. Okay, we're gonna move this. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Toby's sleeping in the corner. She's sleeping. I didn't mean to disturb you. Okay, yes. Go back to sleep. People speak highly of the benefits of volunteering spiritually. If you're looking for a more karma yoga type thing. Oh yes, yes, acts of service. Yes, definitely. I do volunteer regularly, but I do think I want to do more. More just giving. But again, yeah, I'm not sure how and where. I'm really good at showing up places and just having people tell me what to do and I do it. But there's not that many opportunities out there for that. Let's see. 5, 8. Should I do this 5? Oh, I don't. That's probably not a good idea. Because look, there's 3 things blocking that one. I'm not gonna do that one. 6. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna move this 2. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. I'm so sorry. Go back to sleep. Okay. What did I just move? I just moved something. Crap. I just moved it was something over. No, it was this. Got it. Rectangles. Yeah, I got him. Thank you, Orange. Dom says, but for heart practices, there's a handful of really nice ones, or at least that I practiced in. I can give names if you want to Google Meta Tong. Okay, yes. Meta meditation. Okay, wait, look, I want to see this. Intermission. Meta meditation changed my life. Did yoga, body scan, but worked what was meta meditation. Call me effect is wonderful. Here's how I did it. I send the love to myself, every part of my body, then I give it to the people I love, the people that I have difficult feelings over. It only takes a few seconds and the effect is wonderful. Oh, send love to every part of your body and then give it to the people you love and the people you maybe don't love. How do you make sure the feeling was right? Okay, you have to be patient. Try not to judge your feeling to be right or wrong. Be gentle. By simply wishing well on yourself and others, you may take away the hurdle of pushing to generate that feeling. Say it slowly to yourself and connect to the words. Say it out loud authentically helps even more than just using your internal voice. May you be well. May you take it easy today. May you grieve through your losses. May you forgive yourself. May you be loved. May you be safe. May you be happy. Oh, you see, you wish all these things for other people. You're not loving anybody really. You're just simply doing an act of kindness. Yeah, repeat some, and Dom's agreeing. May I be happy, safe, free from suffering. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about this one before. Many positive thoughts in a row. I like that idea. Good old loving kindness meditations. Oh, Sam is familiar too. Lots of little variations. I normally just jump right into all beings and you bathe in the feeling. Sending love to all beings. So, because I've talked about previously how I want to experience that feeling. And so you're saying the way to generate it is to imagine yourself feeling that. And then does it help you generate that? Like, if you imagine yourself sending love to everybody, does it feel like you need to practice it? I guess I haven't thought about it that way. So imagining yourself and saying things that you would normally say to people you love. Okay, not imagine, different. Okay. Practicing. Saying phrases, feeling the intentions of it. Right. Visualizing? Manifesting, maybe, is a better word. Can also visualize the person smiling and feeling good in tandem. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe I should. That's a good idea. I've never tried this really. I mean, I think I've done it in small pieces, but like just because I wish them well. But man, that's a good thing to try. Maybe I'll start there. I'll start there and see what I feel. Thanks for your suggestions. Yeah, I'll start there. see what happens. Okay. 7, 8, 5. No, I keep wanting to move this 5. I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, okay. 4, 2. Oh, we could do this. That's good, right? 8, 5, 4. Oh, I didn't see this here. Oh shit, we finally removed it. Yes. Yes. Good practice. Oh yeah. Sam says you can start with a kitten or puppy or a little mushroom. Yeah. Then you move it to someone you feel very positively about. Then someone, bless you. Then someone neutral. Then someone not positively about. Ah, yes. I've tried doing that. I have tried a little piece of that with certain politicians. And I've actually found that worked a lot, where it's made me kind of indifferent to, not indifferent, but like the power they have over me has left. Try it with your nemesis. Yeah, I should. No, I have done a smaller version of that for people that many people would normally hate. And I found that it does help me separate out, like, okay, is hating this person beneficial or useful for me at all? And I've discovered that my negative feelings toward that person are actually just like harming me and not even harming them at all. Not that I wish harm upon anyone, but like the idea, like it's all it is it's just harming me. It's harming me. Like I'm letting this person have power over me by fuming over them and stewing and hating them. Hatred is an uncomfortable emotion. Better to have compassion than they are ignorant. Yep. I found that I get a lot less enraged by people who are rage-inducing than other people. Not because I think that they should be free from the consequences of their actions. Not that I think that their actions are not morally wrong, but just that I myself have freed myself from letting them have any power over me. Yeah. People that do evil things, considering why do they do that? It's hard sometimes to accept that the answer might just be because they're ignorant. Okay, what next? 7, 6. Oh, let's do this one. I think we can do this one now. Mushroom, liberate me with ego death. I still haven't experienced this fated ego death. I don't know if it really even exists. I probably just haven't delved deep enough, but you know what? I'm good. I don't need it. I'm good. I've experienced ego dissolution, like partial ego dissolution, or like stepped outside. I've stepped outside of my ego and looked down upon my ego and been like, oh, okay, I see how you work. Cool. And then re-entered my ego. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you define ego, which that goes into like defining the self and everything. It's like, oh. But yeah. Maybe I've experienced ego death. Maybe I haven't. I'm not sure. Okay. 8, 7, 6. Maybe shouting out numbers will help me find the one I need. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. 6. Okay. We're just going to go down the line. 5, 4, 8, 5, 1, 7, 6, 3. 3, 8, 6, 7, 6, 9. Oh no. You guys, I think I'm. Oh. No, I think I'm actually. No. I was. Oh. Fuck. Really? I thought I had the strategy. Dom says, yeah, I had ego getting warped as fuck from it, but not ego death. Yeah, well, that's what I feel like too. Getting warped, getting, disassociating from it, but not losing it entirely. I never lost my awareness. My awareness of, I mean, it faded. It's like myself has faded into like a mere shadow, but it was always there in like the back. It maybe faded into my subconscious, so I wasn't actively conscious of it, but it was there. I did have the sense that whatever presence left, whatever mind state left me, it would come back. It wasn't like a complete loss of self where there was like nothing that showed it was ever there or that it would ever return. I always had the idea that it would return. Wait, look, there's 2 3s. Oh my god. Did they just appear out of thin air? I manifested them. That was crazy. I just manifested that. What? Okay. That was insane. Except I'm stuck again. Oh, now I need a green dragon. I might be cooked. I think I'm cooked for real. I'm cooked for real. 5, 7, 6, 2. Okay. Using my freebie right now. My freebie is gonna be... We're gonna use... What are we gonna use? We're gonna use the 6. Yep, we're gonna use it. Now we're gonna use this 5. Now we're gonna use this 2. This 9. Can this 9 be used somewhere? No, it can't. Okay. No one saw that. No one saw that. No one saw. And then the 4. And the 8. And this. And this one. And then now we're cruising. We're just cruising right through here like it's nothing. We're just cruising. Ah. Okay. Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay. 7s. Holy shit. If I actually get this, that'd be crazy. 7. Oh, I might actually. No, I won't. No. Why does this always happen? You see the shit? Oh my, the audacity. I hate this game. You know what? Screw it. I'm done. I'm not playing Mahjong ever again. Ugh. They're stuck. You can't move them. That's crazy. Dom says experience of like, I don't know who I am, where I am, who my friend is. It felt like we had always just existed, and I had always existed. Also, like I recognized him, but couldn't think about who he was, or who I was at all, or time at all. But still felt like an ego, like there was me and someone else. Yeah, oh no, I think I agree with that. Yes, that's how I felt too. Wasn't like it disappeared. It just wasn't relevant to the situation. It was not even nearly as relevant as it had ever been in the past. GG. I've got my wall tiles now. Dang it. Okay. I think we've had a fun little run. Let me see if I have any other memes to share. I've got one more thing to think about as we conclude. Look at this. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. He met the ghost of Ronaldo. This is Ronaldo, right? I know my soccer guys, I think. You made a poster the other day after a few months of not doing it. You should share it, Dom. Share it in my Discord. I want to see. That should be cool. I love when you finally do the thing you've been procrastinating. Excellent. Congratulations. Okay, my friends. I think that I am ready to conclude. But let me see. Is there something someone I can raid? Let's raid someone. Let's raid. Oh shit. Wait. Oh, there's so many people to raid. Oh no. Who do I choose? I would like to raid. Let's raid Galti. It was so nice to talk to him earlier. We're gonna raid my friend Galti. But I hope you guys all. Oh, I better spell that correctly. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for spending time with me. It was so nice to have you. Nice seeing you. Peace. I hope you'll join me to go see Galti. He's very kind. He's playing Time Shift. I've never seen this game before. Should be fun. Okay. Alright, we're gonna raid. Ready, set, go. Bye.